viewership's been really good every race. It was just down compared to some others, which I thought Kokomo would have been probably one of our highest viewed races, but it was our event that got done the earliest, so I didn't know if that factored in. I know I had a couple friends that were like, man, I went to turn it on to catch the feature and you guys are doing your Victory Lane interviews, so I think though if people, like I mentioned on there, if people get used to it, used to us finishing early, then I think they'll be more prepared or know that they need to turn it on earlier than they might think.
Yeah. How do you guys feel like you have speed as a whole group this time?
Yeah, I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't make the final round because I thought we were really fast, but I thought I did a good job in 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I just didn't predict it well enough, so that I was a little bit lower sooner than I wanted to be, so I wasn't able to get back to wide open soon enough, and cost me probably a little bit of time over there. So all I needed was another 200s, and I'd be in the next round and could do probably a better job in the final round. But yeah, we'll see where we shake out. But I think for race trim, my car felt pretty good.
You've won the last 2 races at Watkins Glen. How do you feel going back to that track?
Yeah, I'm excited to get back to it. I thought in the dry conditions last year, Chase and I were quite a bit better than the next best. So I'm sure that gap will narrow some, but I hope it doesn't. And we go there next week and are just as fast as we were last year, if not better.
And are you encouraged by them changing the restart zone at Indy?
Yeah, I think so. I would love to have it single file restart, but I think moving it to there will help. It will help, but yeah, there will still be dive bombs into one, but maybe it won't be the whole field.
Do you feel like that Hendrick Motorsports is picking up the steam a little bit, had a little bit of a struggle, but you've been doing pretty well with it? And do you feel like you're kind of as a group?
Yeah, I feel like we've been pretty strong all year long, especially, Williams, his car has been fast, and him and his team have been doing a really good job. So, and then I feel like, we have had really good speed, just have had some unfortunate results. And then, Alex and Chase, they've had their injuries and stuff throughout the year, so that's hard it takes time to kind of get your mojo back after that and get back into rhythm. So I think you're seeing here the last few weeks, your Chase is having better weekends start to finish, which is good, and Alex as well has had some better speed here as of late. So I feel like our teams have been in a good spot, just due to the injuries has been, as a whole organization, it probably doesn't look like we're as good as we typically are.
Yeah, you see Josh Perry stepping in for Noah Gragson in his car. Do you feel like it's hard when you're a driver and you only have like 24 hours notice? Josh Perry has done this before for Hendrick. He's a pretty solid driver, but hey, race tomorrow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been in his situation. Josh's in a stock car. There's been plenty of dirt races where I'm like, oh, we're gonna go run this track, earlier that day. Where I think it'd be quite a bit different when you're trying to, your mindset's fully focused on Xfinity, and then you get the call to run a Cup car the next day, and you got to make yourself fit in this guy's seat and insert and pedal position, all that. So I would assume that's really tough, but Josh has got experience with it, so no better guy to call up than him.
Is it fair to view this race as like sort of a bellwether for the playoffs, just like the last real race before the playoffs start?
Yeah, what other ones we have? I guess
2
we have
road courses in Daytona.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the way the NASCAR schedule is these days, every race is a real race. So they all have their craziness to them. So, but I don't know. I've been excited about Michigan all week. I feel like it is a track that you can not get yourself into too much crazy stuff, and you have a good day. So hopefully that's the case for us tomorrow.
Obviously, completely different configurations and lengths, but do you think that, Pocono, Michigan, the speed there would, translate with each other given how much power you need at those tracks?
I think power-wise, yeah, it would translate some. I felt really good about our power at Pocono, so definitely a huge shout out to the Hendrick engine department. I felt really good there, but it's still a different kind of configuration and all that, and the racetrack itself is obviously way different. So it seems like the field this week is much more similar than we all were at Pocono.
And then there was also some controversy earlier in the week about, Johnson not being unanimous in the Hall of Fame. Do you have a take on that, if any?
I don't really have a take on it. I mean, I know what my vote would have been. So, I can't speak for the others who didn't. I'd be curious of their reasonings, but you can't. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
All right, thank you.
Do you feel, this used to be considered like one of your great tracks. Do you still feel like it is?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, for whatever reason, we had really good results there for, a couple years, but I don't know. It's big and fast and smooth, and I'm not sure why it would suit me, but I think my race cars were just fast there for a little while, and being at Hendrick, I think our stuff's really good here too. So, I don't know.
Do you look forward to going up to Indy? You have your Indy 500 car
Yeah.
unveil next week. Does going to Indy feel any different now, knowing that you're going to be in the Indy 500 next year?
I don't know. I haven't honestly thought too much past this weekend. So I'm excited for everybody to see the IndyCar. But as far as like feelings for the 500 and stuff, that's still so far out, and even testing's far away. So I've really just been focused on the racing I've been doing right now. And I'm sure once we get in the off season, you get more bored and thinking about everything. Then that's when you get really excited and probably nervous all at the same time. Sometime in the fall, I'll get to test.
During the Cup season then?
Yeah.
Will be after, okay. Next week, the opportunity to race against SVG again. There'll be Kobayashi, Brody Kostecki. From a competitor standpoint, to have the opportunity to race these guys, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, I think it's great. I look forward to the opportunity. I think it's exciting to get to race with guys of different backgrounds and all that. So I think not only just to see how you stack up, but to see where they are better and the things that they do behind the wheel, because we have data to see how you can become better. So, and vice versa. I mean, I'm sure if they're off the pace, they can look at our stuff and what we do behind the wheel and appreciate it and learn from it as well. So, it'd be a lot of fun, and all of those guys are in great cars, so they'll be really fast.
As a racer,
this is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.